Here we go. We're online streaming.
Great. Good morning. Hey, Rebecca, how are you?
I'm fine, and my dog Trixie has found her voice.
Oh, really?
Yes, she's about 5 months old, and she was barking like she was kind of clearing her throat. But now she's got a real bark.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Wow, 5 months old. I remember when she was a brand new pup.
That's right. She's grown a lot, and we've discovered two fabulous new dog parks.
Really?
Do you ever take Maggie to dog parks?
You know what? She gets very freaked out with other dogs. She is a people person, and I've joked that if I had known what her personality was going to be like when we adopted her, I would have named her Greta after Greta Garbo, because she just wants to be alone.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well,
she's not very sociable. So I used to take her to a dog park, but we just stopped. Which one did you find?
well, I found one in Garrett Park and one in Potomac.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you more about them later when we've got time. I know you're on the clock now.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see who else pops in here. Good morning to everybody.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. The sun's shining.
Yes.
And Marcia, where are you?
Blissfield, Michigan.
Lots of Michiganders in Get Set Up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are. Where are you?
Washington, D.C. area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what's your weather like today?
Sunny.
Yeah.
And cool and crisp.
Yeah.
It is here this morning, yes. But it's supposed to be in the 70s today, so that'll be nice.
Awesome.
I'm in Detroit, and it's very sunny this morning.
Yeah. How about Linda? Where are you, Linda?
I'm in Pennsylvania, outside of Philadelphia, and we are also having sunny weather.
Yeah. Always good to have sunny weather.
Oh, yeah. And Max, I know you're with Get Set Up. Where are you?
Max, you there? I think he's still on mute, but
Yeah.
okay. Well, guess he's shy, but
Yeah.
well, I will go ahead and there is Valentine. So Valentine. Okay. All right. I guess it's his mic. So all righty. So I am going to go ahead and get us started. This should be a fun class, all about just creating your own t-shirts. It's a great way to be artistic and also get some nice apparel out of it. So I'll get us started here. I think I recognize everybody from previous classes, so I don't think we have any new. Just to make sure nobody is brand new to Get Set Up, right? Everybody's a veteran, an upperclassman. Okay.
I wouldn't go quite that far, but I have been in other classes.
Okay. Sounds great. All right. Okay, well, a little bit about me. I also am in the Washington, D.C. area. I live in Silver Spring, Maryland. I'm just a suburb away from where Rebecca is. And in addition to serving as a Get Setup guide, I do a little bit of freelance writing and photography. And I've also dabbled in graphic design. I did a little bit professionally, but mostly just for kicks. I just like to play around as a hobby. And I've designed my own t-shirts though, and sweatshirts. I've even designed face masks over the last year since those were in high demand. And I really enjoy being here on Get Set Up. I love being a guide. I love all the new friends I've made. I love the community that we're building, this interactive learning community. So it's just been a great experience and I'm really happy to be here. And we are here to help you learn useful skills from people like you, people who are also older adults who have faced the same learning curves, people who weren't born with a smartphone in their hand and the internet at their disposal. So happy to walk you through what we've learned. We learn from each other. It's great when we can see you on camera. I think most everybody is. It just creates more of a community spirit when we can do that. So if you're comfortable with that, feel free to put yourself on camera. We are live streaming today on Get Set Up TV and on Facebook. So if you are joining by live stream, welcome. We're happy to have you join us. But the best way to participate in a class is to actually register, and then you can interact live with the other learners as well as the guide, asking questions and so forth. And lastly, Get Set Up isn't paid to advertise or promote any specific products or services. So all of the services that I'm going to tell you about today are just FYI. They're not meant to be an advertisement of any kind. So what we'll talk about today is I'm going to introduce you to some of the online services that help you create your own designs. And then we'll start, I'm going to do a couple or 3 demos of crafting your own t-shirt or sweatshirt or some kind of clothing on the platforms. And then just very briefly, I'll show you how to order the creations, which is pretty straightforward. So let's talk about, before I do that, we're a small group. So I'm just going to find out. First of all, I do want to mention Max is here to help you out with any problem you have with Zoom. And also, if you do have any questions and you're shy, you can always drop those in the chat. But we're a small group, so I think we can converse pretty freely. But just out of interest, has anybody got anything specifically that they're interested in creating as a t-shirt or anything?
I will say that
Oh, go
I'm
ahead,
sorry.
Marcia, and then we'll go to Rebecca.
So we dance with a group of people, a huge group, and part of us ladies are called the Martini Girls. So we're always looking for different things that we can do with fun t-shirts and caps and all for martinis and dancing. So I thought, well, maybe I could find something new and different. So everything's wine now, and we're martinis and Cosmos. So
that's great. So for the demo, we'll have to look for something with a martini glass. Yeah. How about you, Rebecca?
Well, I'm really open to anything. I have worked with a makerspace in the past in Silver Spring, and used laser engraving to create designs, and then did the old-fashioned screen printing. So I'm really excited about the fact that maybe I could design something digitally that could be put on a t-shirt. Is that what we're doing?
That is exactly what we're doing. And and I can tell you that the quality most of the time is really good. So yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Joanne, and I'm interested in the veteran community related to military.
Great. Okay. Okay, terrific. Okay. Yeah, Linda.
I saw a T-shirt on somebody else on Facebook, and it said, "Grandpa knows everything." And I thought that would be a cute one to get. And I have not done any Googling of where to get it, but I thought it was awfully cute. And maybe I could make something with that kind of a theme,
Right. Right.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah. That is very easy to do. So I'm excited to tell you about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good title too, isn't it? Grandpa
Yeah.
knows everything.
Yes. Yes.
Well, Linda, I'd ask you to consider Grandma knows even more.
But you know what? That would be a great one for me too.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else? No? Okay. Well, let's get rolling then. So let's talk about what you can create online. And we titled this T-shirts and sweatshirts, but you can go far beyond that. You can create polos, put your own designs on polos, on caps. You can create team jerseys, jackets and vests, uniforms, and face masks. And there are a variety of services online that enable you to do this. Some of them, like Zazzle, and I'll try to show you Zazzle, some of these will not only allow you to make your own T-shirt or custom designed T-shirt or sweatshirt or cap or anything, but you can sell them. And I actually have had some stuff sitting on Zazzle since the mid 2000s. One of them is a holiday image that I still every year get a notice that it has sold. Now, I do have to tell you, most of these sites take the bulk of the revenue from whatever you sell. You may make a few cents, but so it's not anything that you can count on making a lot of money on necessarily, but it is always nice to know that somebody thought enough of your design to purchase it. So all of these, some of these will require, depending on what you're getting, will require a minimum order. So I think in the case of Marcia, this may be something where it would work for you, because sometimes they'll say you have to order a minimum of 6. But if it's like a group T-shirt for a club or a team or something like that, that will work fine. If you're looking for something just for yourself or for one other person, Zazzle may be your best bet, or also Canva. And some of them, like Spreadshirt, will allow you to, for the most part, create maybe one on certain types of apparel. So, okay. I'll go through these really quickly, just to let you know about them before I do some demos here. There are some others that really focus on the selling part, and the revenue on those is a little better. One is called Teespring. It's very popular. These are sort of like Etsy, and I imagine Etsy you can do this too, but these are just the same thing. You can go and apply a design that you've created. They may have some templates that you can use as well. Redbubble is another one. I have not checked this out too much, Sell My Tees, but apparently that's a big one. And this last one, Bonfire, I have used for fundraising purposes, and that is their focus. And we created some T-shirts for a fundraiser, and I was bowled over by the quality of the shirts. They are really, really comfortable, really nice material. And so it's that one, if you ever need to do a fundraiser, they take about 50% of the cut. So you have to really focus on volume to make some money, but yeah. So let's open one of these up, and here we go. So this is Spreadshirt. It's spreadshirt.com. I'll provide the links to all of these that I mentioned in the class notes that I send out afterward. And I can go in here and I can start designing now. So I'll just click on start designing now. And I have a woman's t-shirt called up here. I'm going to go with gray for the time being, just to do something, demonstrate something really simple. And then I can go into designs. And let's say we're going to make that martini t-shirt. Let me see if there's anything that looks like that. Lo and behold, we have a martini glass. So I kind of like something like this. So I'm going to apply that in.
Ooh, yeah.
And you are able to control the size. So you could put it up here. And Marcia, what did you say the name of the club with the martini dancers, or?
No, they call us the Martini Girls.
Martini Girls. Okay.
Right.
So from there, you can go to some text and add that in. And say you want to, I think you're able to choose your, somewhere down here, you can choose the color. So we'll go with black for the text, and you can move it down. And, or if you wanted, you can move it above. And you've also got the option of different fonts that you can use somewhere. Okay, that's bold, but oh, there we go. All right. So here you've got just a variety of fonts that you can try out. Maybe go with something like that. And there you go. You have a t-shirt for the group. And that is all there is to it. You can test it out on different colors. And if you want to say go with black, it automatically switches it over to white to make it more visible. And from there, you can just go to look at the price. You can decide how many you want to order. So let's say you're just going to go with four mediums and 3 smalls and maybe a large. And you add that to the cart. And you can, from there, go to your cart. And there you go. You've got, these are about $22 a piece. Now I was playing around with another one here, so that's why that's in there. I could delete that just to, and that will bring down the price a little bit. So if you're buying in bulk, it's going to be a little expensive, but you are getting a volume discount of $32.
So now, Scott, can you combine designs?
When you say combine, what do you?
So like if you have, so I'm just thinking, so we have the martini there. So can you combine that with a dance shoe? Can you have more than one design on a shirt?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's try that. Maybe we'll move this down and reduce the size a little bit. And let's go back into designs and look for dancers. See what we got here. No, I don't want that. Let me go back here and look, see what we've got.
Marcia?
Wow, we've got lots of choices. So I'm going to get out of my shopping cart and look in here.
Marcia, I have a question for you. What kind of shoe do you wear in this dancing?
High heels. Dance heels. We buy dance shoes. They have heels. Well, right now I have on dance tennis shoes, but usually high heels.
Okay.
Or maybe put high heels in the search.
Well, I'm going to try dancing shoes first to see what happens there. Yeah, you've got lots of choices here, but let's just go with high heels. There you go.
All right.
Yeah. So maybe we'll drop that in. I'm going to take that dance out of there. But from there, I think you've got some flexibility in the color design here. Let's go in there and see. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. This one, you may want to go with the gray for something like this. And maybe just to put this all together, you might want to make the martini glasses pink. Or maybe the text. I can find color for the text. There we go. Maybe we'll make the, yeah. So I'm just playing around here. You can experiment to see what you want to do there. But yeah.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, you can just test it out on different colors and color shirts. Yeah. Okay. Other questions I can answer here. Yeah, Rebecca.
This isn't a design question, but I'm assuming somewhere you can find the fiber content on here.
I would imagine, let's see if you go back up here, they probably just have the, let's see, T-shirts, for example. Let's see what they say. Okay, they have a no order minimum, which is nice. And let's say we look at women's T-shirts. Just trying to see if they say anything about the product details. Okay, so let's look here. All right, there you go. It's 100% cotton.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to know where to find it, not use up our design time.
Yeah.
Now, what if you wanted 50-50 cotton poly? Because that tends to be softer.
Softer. Okay. I don't know whether they have different blends for different types of T-shirts. Here's a unisex one. We can go in here and look and see. Let me go back here. Yeah, it looks like they're kind of sticking to, well, here you've got 90% cotton and 10% polyester on the heather gray version.
Okay.
So there is some combination depending on the color you get.
Thanks, Scott.
Yeah, sure. And as you can see here, you've got all kinds of different things, hoodies and sweatshirts you can try out. You've got pajamas even. And I think they even have caps, face coverings, phone cases. So the whole bit. Now, here's another option you have. Let's say you've got a sweatshirt you want to do. And maybe you want to add a picture. I think you're able to somewhere add your own photo, but maybe this one, they don't let you do that as easily. Maybe that you have to go here to upload. I'm trying to remember whether this one allows it. The other ones do. If you go to start designing now, oh, here we go, upload. There you go. So let's say I'm going to take this picture of the flamingo. I call this the narcissistic flamingo because it seems to love itself.
It's a
And-
flamingo into self-care.
Yes. Okay. And then you move that up here and voila. You've got a picture that say you've taken, say you've got grandkids or your pet or something like that you'd love to put a picture of on a t-shirt, you can. And here again, you can add a little saying there to go with it. And choose the font you want. And you are all set to go. So that's how customized you can make it, which is really great. Now they do have the face masks here too. I think it's up in the air how much longer we're going to be wearing face masks. I know that with the CDC guidelines that just came out, we, at least in a good number of settings, do not have to wear face masks anymore. But in a lot of other places, we do still. I think here in Maryland, you still need to wear it when you go into a retail shop or anything like that. But if you wanted to design your own face mask, I think you can even do that on here. Just trying to see if they have it on some of the other sites. I know that, yeah, face masks. So here are designs that people have already created or they've got ready made. So if you're a cat lover, you could just order this yourself. I actually did something like this for a friend, and I'm going to show you where you can get your own images if you don't like what they provide. But I actually got a live or a photograph and just sort of cropped it of an actual cat's nose and whiskers and everything for a friend of mine who's a big cat lover, and she wears that thing everywhere. She loves it. So but again, here you can just upload your own design and use it there. So variety of products. I want to show you Zazzle. So this is one that I mentioned. I sell a lot or sell some on, not a whole lot. But at one point when I was first getting into playing with graphic design, this is where I started to play around with things that I could possibly sell. And here you can go down and see all the different designs. They have illustrations. They have backgrounds that you can use. I'm curious about whether you could say, I have not tried this, but say you want to take a background of some sort like this and create a t-shirt out of it. I really don't know whether that would work or not. But let's see what happens. Downloading that. But at any rate, let's go back and see the products you can make. So I'm just going to type in t-shirts. And from here, it allows you, here you can put your own image here, anything you want. I'm going to hit create your own. And maybe we'll do this time some kind of baseball tee, baseball shirt like that. And you see here, you've got different color options. You can go with blue. And you can add a photo here. Up here, it tells you edit design. because you don't have that option for a background. So I don't think that would work. But here they have different icons that you could try. If you're a dog lover, you could put something on there like that. And you can just sort of shop through here to look at the different options they have. They have emojis, they have ornaments, they have, you know, we're talking about baseball here. So maybe we'll look for baseball. And you could do something like this. Throw that up there and you're good to go. You've got a new design for a t-shirt. They also have elements, and elements are usually just shapes of some sort that you can add in there. Say you want to put that in, and I think you are able to somewhere in here arrange it so it goes to the back. But I'm not, oh, here we go. Put backward. And there you go. And of course, you can go down here and go to my files. And I've got some pictures I uploaded here, so you could upload those and use that as an image. If you go to upload images, you can do this straight from your phone if you want. You just have to run your the camera of your phone over this QR code to be able to do it. But you can also go to upload images, and anything that you've got on your computer, you can just upload directly there. And then you go to product, and that's where you see you've got your design. Here it will tell you a little bit about what you're getting here. The fabric is 100% cotton. And it even tells you about washing instructions.
Scott, have you found that they've held up pretty well when you wash them a lot?
Yeah. Yeah. Those fundraiser t-shirts I told you about, I've got 3 or 4 of them, and they've held up really well. And also the design, I don't know what they use to print on there, but it really holds up. You don't see that fading that you get. I have probably, when they used to do the silk screen, old t-shirts, I remember after a while, things would start to sort of flake off and things like that. And I have not seen that happen with any of these. Rebecca, you'll appreciate this. A while back, when my parents, they can't drive out here anymore, but when they used to come to visit, my dad absolutely hated the Beltway. And he one time got in a horrible traffic jam on there. And so I made him a t-shirt saying something like, "I survived the Capitol Beltway," or something. He still has that. I made that probably 15 years ago for him. And it still looks, when he washes it, it looks new. And here they have a variety of apparel too. I think you can do sweatshirts, and let's see what they say with polos. Yeah, you can even do that with polos. So,
Scott, could you show us masks?
sure, let me put that on. So there you go. You've just put an image there. Let's see if, well, let me go up to create. So here is where some of these backgrounds might be nice. You could do something like this, and all right, I've got that. Now, how do I apply it to my mask? Products. Here we go. All right. Face masks. All right. I'm going to go with this one. And maybe I want it to, I wonder if I can get this to, well, no, that's not doing it. Wanted to just have it cover the entire thing, but it doesn't seem to want to do that.
Oh, yeah.
You would think with a background, it would allow you to, but let me see if I can expand it. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, this is one drawback I've seen on Zazzle is they don't seem to give you a lot of control over. Just going to see what happens if I choose this instead. Now, here you go. This will do it, but it has a little frame around, black frame around the mask.
How did you do that, please?
I just went over, if you notice over here to the left, I just clicked on a different option. This was the first one I used, but then I went over here and you'll see you get that. I've got different options I can try. Same there. And let's see what happens with this one. There you go. There you can get a mask that is, you can see what it looks like on people.
Yeah, it's fun just to see you experiment around. It shows that you can solve problems.
Yeah.
that come up.
Yeah. So yeah, if you, it sometimes requires just a small degree of patience, but you can usually nail down what you're trying to do. Okay. Questions on Zazzle? I do want to show you, and this one is pretty much limited to t-shirts. But I like the design flexibility on Canva. So if I go to t-shirt, they've got a lot of templates here, which are all, I mean, look at all these options here. These are all customizable. So let's say it's graduation time. So here we go. I've got this. It's a t-shirt. It looks like I can do it on the back too. I can go here and I can change this color if I want, maybe to a gray. And all of these elements are, or most of the time, they're adjustable. Let's see. Maybe not on this one. This one, you're pretty much stuck with the gold there. But I can move this around if I want. And same back here, I can change the color. And then you can go and look at print t-shirt. And they do allow you to choose your color. So I'm going to go with white here. And that should allow me to, yeah, there we go. And you can see both sides. So you see right here. And there you go. Now, the nice thing about, let me do that again. All right, t-shirt. Here, you can also upload photos right here. These are all my uploads. And what I like about this is that, say I want to do a puppy picture like this. You'll notice here, it's just a square format, right? But if I go down here to elements, I'm going to go to frames. This is what I really like about Canva, are these frames. It just allows you to do some creative stuff. So I'm going to take, this is a different type of frame. It looks just like a swatch of paint or something like that. And I move it up there. And here's what I would get.
Cool.
And you can also sort of eyeball it to see how high up you want the design to go. And you can order a medium size. And these are only, let's say you want to go with gray. There you go. You can see gray. And these are only $20. And you just go to continue. And with all of these, you just have your shipping information here, and then free delivery unless you need it in a rush. And you can settle on the quantity and everything else. Okay. I'm trying to remember if I think maybe they do have face masks on Canva, but I'm not positive. Maybe not. It looks like they just have a, no, that's a video. So yeah. Anyway. Rebecca, I think you're on mute.
Yes, I see that up at the top, they have the option that says features. What might be there?
So if you go here, it just kind of walks you through the different things that you can do. So this is sort of a introductory tutorial or whatever about Canva that tells you you can do image cropping, you can do text bubbles, all kinds of things. This is a really big do-it-yourself website. And you can do everything from create custom mugs to business cards to videos. And here you'll see on templates, it gives you just about everything that you're looking for. So if you want to do some kind of social media post, create your own logo, brochures, you name it. So, questions on Canva?
Would you say this is the most versatile?
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, it's funny. We are creating so many classes surrounding Canva. You may have seen it advertised on TV. They've started to advertise quite a bit. And, you know, I think a lot of businesses are small businesses are starting to use it. Maybe big businesses, I don't know, but and they do it for all kinds of things. They could create like a company t-shirt or something like that, as well as business cards, brochures, marketing material. And in fact, we've got a class coming up this morning, I think at 11, on creating your own recipe cards using Canva. I'm doing that as a collaboration with Deb Livingston, who is our food and cooking guide on Get Set Up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Scott, is it within the scope of this class to show us how it might be used on Instagram? Have you covered what you want to cover?
Yeah, I can do that. Are there any questions about the t-shirts before I do that?
That seems so straightforward.
You just go to Instagram posts, and here you can just create what's nice about this is that it's shaped in the way that it's going to appear on Instagram. It's got the dimensions here, the aspect ratio that will make sure that everything you put in here is going to show up. A lot of times I'll try to post a photo that I've taken maybe in like landscape mode or something on Instagram, and it kind of does its own little cropping, and maybe I don't like the way they cropped it. But here, you know that whatever you put here is going to work, and you have some control over adjusting it. So say I do want to upload one of my photos. So I'll do one of Maggie here. And maybe I want to expand that. I can just sort of move it over like this. And that should, from there, I think it allows you to share it directly. Well, here they have it as copy as a link. But if you, when all else fails and you're trying to figure out, you're looking for something and you can't find it, always look on any website. Look for these 3 dots. Sometimes they're vertical, but they really have a lot of hidden options behind them. And in this case, you'll see from here, I could share this directly to Instagram. And I could also do that on Facebook or Twitter if I wanted. And it also automatically comes up with a print. So I could go and not only do this, share it on Instagram, and all of that is free. But I could create a t-shirt with Maggie on it. So there you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it would only cost you $20.
Yeah. The t-shirt only costs you $20.
That's great.
Yeah. On some of the other sites, I found that the sweatshirts and hoodies and things like that are a little pricier. And I don't know how that compares to retail shops. It's been a long time since I've been in a Macy's or a sporting goods store or anything like that. I don't know what clothes are going for these days. So some of them I've seen the sweatshirts are more like in the $60 range, 65, sometimes 45, things like that. So I don't know if that's what we pay now to get that at a retail outlet or retail shop. But anyway, those are a little more expensive, but the t-shirts are usually pretty reasonably priced. Yeah. Okay. So, any other questions?
Thank you for teaching the class.
Oh, my pleasure. I like this one a lot. It starts getting me generating ideas on different things I might try to create.
Yeah, in the past, I have attempted to, I thought the class was going to be a little different. I thought it was going to be one where you created something on one of the programs, and then you printed it on your printer with special paper, and then ironed it on a t-shirt. That's what I thought the class was going to be. And whenever I have done those in the past, I felt that the peeling off the paper did not give me the result I wanted.
Right. Right.
So I was not happy with what I had been doing.
Yeah. I don't think that's I don't think that's any reflection on you, Linda. I think that is just the nature of the beast with those type of iron-ons. So, you know, and I don't know how much money you save by doing that, but
No.
yeah.
If you don't get the right product, it's worthless.
Right. Exactly. So, yeah. Okay. Well, let me share my screen again, and I'll tell you about some upcoming things on Get Set Up. Oh, one other thing I did want to tell you about. These are some places where you can find some free art. If you don't like on any of these sites the art that they're providing, they do provide quite a bit. But if you want to look elsewhere, these are some places where you can get free images. Pixabay, and not only just photos, but also vectors and clip art and things like that that you can apply to a t-shirt. Free to download any of these. These are all royalty free. One of them is Pixabay, which when you go to it, looks like it's mostly photos, but they do have illustrations and things like that that you can try out. Free PNG image is another one that you can try. PNG is a digital format that usually has, a lot of times has transparent background. So you could apply something on a shirt without having a square around it or anything like that. And Vexels, that's another one with a lot of vector art and clip art, things like that. So you can always go there. I think we even have a class on where to find free photos, and Pixabay would definitely be on there, I would imagine. So yeah, I expect to pay $20 to $50 per item, sometimes plus shipping, other times it's free shipping. And some services I didn't really show you. Most of what I showed you today, you can just do an individual order. Some will offer free shipping on bulk orders, and some may require you to have a minimum. So just as takeaways, most of the sites allow you to create t-shirts and other apparel, offering a variety of templates and layouts. You can also create apparel completely from scratch using your own text and your own images. And some require that minimum number of items, but others let you do a single product and get it shipped to yourself or to somebody you want to give it to. So if you create a t-shirt that you want to show off, we would love to see it, or a sweatshirt or whatever you want to make, a face mask. Love it if you could share that on your own Facebook or Instagram feed and maybe give us a shout out. Our hashtag is Get Set Up, and that will take people to our site where they can learn more about us. And you can always share it with Liz as well. Liz is on our marketing team. She is always looking to showcase the creations that our learners have created based on what they've learned on Get Set Up. So feel free to drop her a line. She's always eager to hear from you. Some related artistic classes coming up. We have one on recycled crafts, making the most of what you already have. We have an introduction to counted cross stitch and also learn to crochet. And my next classes, I mentioned this one coming up in about 40 minutes. It is creating recipe cards with Canva, and I'll walk you through it. It even goes beyond recipe cards to even creating your own recipe books if you want. And then Monday, I have a class on extra camera lenses that attach to your smartphone or clip onto your smartphone so that you can take photos as if you were using a pretty high-end digital camera. It can let you do macro shots and telephoto shots and fisheye, things like that. So I'll send you the class notes, and I'll have some links for you on some of these sites so you can go right to them. You can, if you like the class, recommend it on Facebook or email to your friends. Here we'll provide you with some takeaway or some other class ideas, some other recommendations that might interest you. You can always view the full schedule of classes here by clicking here, and then we've got our feedback form. We always welcome the feedback. This is a relatively new class, so we really welcome the feedback, hearing what you like about the class, what you didn't like, what you think might make it better. And then, as always, we want to hear from you about classes you'd like to see us offer. So feel free to drop that in the chat box down there, or not chat box, but the field down here. And you can always, when you register for a class, invite a friend to join you. We have that all automatically set up for you, and you can share it either on Facebook, WhatsApp, or an email. And lastly, please spread the word about Get Set Up. Let us know if you would like to host an interest group on Get Set Up. We are always eager to help you set that up. If you've got a hobby and you want to talk about that with people who share that hobby or a shared interest, anything like that. If you would like to suggest a class, you don't have to just do it on the feedback form. You can email us. You can, if you're a member of an organization or living in a community where you think there might be some partnership possibilities with Get Set Up, we do a lot of partnerships with different entities where we deliver classes to the members or residents of that entity. And if you want to request a recording of the session, all of that can be done by emailing us at help@getsetup.io. Okay. So happy designing. I hope you have some fun creating some new clothing for yourself.
And
Okay.
Marcia, if you decide to start a chapter in the Washington, D.C. area of the Martini Girls, let me know.
Okay, I will. Well, we can do, during COVID, we've done the Zoom chat, so we all have our martinis here while we're chatting, so, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and Marcia, do you accept teetotalers in the group?
Sure. They call me a lightweight, but.
How many can you knock back?
Only one. Yeah, I do one. They may do more. I only do one. Any more than that, and I'm like not very good, but. And I can't drink more than that and dance, or my feet don't work because my brain's not doing too much. So, yeah. Just enough to kind of like feel good. So it's just fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's been great the way different. I have a bunch of buddies that I get together with once a month. We've been over the winter. We do it on Zoom.
Right.
And just everybody has their beer in hand, and we just catch up and
Yeah.
So
it's
hopefully
fun.
we could all start doing these things live again. It's looking pretty promising. So
Yeah. Well, and I like this though, because I can fit more into my busy schedule without having to go places. So that's kind of nice too.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, well, thank you.
The gas disruption isn't going to bother us.
Yeah. Well, thanks,
Have a good
everybody.
day.
It's good to see y'all, and we'll talk to you soon. Hope to see
All
you.
right.
Thank you, Scott.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Enjoyed it. Bye-bye.